Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Let's get Instagram online. Here she comes. Come on, Instagram. Why you gotta be behind? We're going live on Instagram. I have been treating this stretch where I am not working like downtime, and I need to be treating it like training camp. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Good morning, wherever you're joining me from. Let me know where you are, in whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. Let me know where you are and what acting work you're doing today. I have got to pull my finger out of my ass when I've been treating this period like some downtime because my schedule is light. I have not been as disciplined as I can be, and I just find myself asking the question, what more could I be doing? Let me know if you're in that frame of mind as well. The thing with being a working actor is that you are still working even when you are not being paid. There is always something more to be doing. The industry is changing so much. The industry is so vast. That's what I'm sort of really coming to terms with at the moment, is that, yes, there are the TV shows that I've heard of and that I have access to. There are so many more TV shows that I haven't watched, that I need to be aware of, that I could be right for, but I don't know they exist. So I'm having a bit of a moment of Benjamin, pull your finger out and get on with it. Good morning, friends. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Wherever you're joining me from, let me know. Hi, Instagram. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. Hi, TikTok. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, Friday night, I went to see a one-man show in the Fringe Festival here in New York City called Real Men Wear Scarves in Pittsburgh. And it was a very personal story from Andy Pelicelli, dealing with the death of his father. And it was very, very funny, very entertaining. And my hat goes off to somebody who can write a show with a beginning, a middle, and an end from start to finish and get it up onto a stage. I'm like so impressed by that. I have a lot of ideas when it comes to creating material for myself, but it's getting them done is the issue. I mean, everywhere you turn on social media these days, if you know, those of us who are paying attention to other creators in the acting sphere, we're always constantly being told, you got to make your own work, you got to make your own work. And for me, that is not theater, because the difficulty of getting a piece of theater written from start to finish with a beginning, middle, and an end seems to be out of my reach at the moment. I've had a lot of good ideas over the years, and I can collaborate with other people on stuff like that. So maybe that's the lesson there. But I'm just so impressed. That was what I got out of going to see a one-man show on Friday night, was how impressed I was that Andy Pelicelli was able to get a show written from start to finish for himself. And of course, the other thing that I've been celebrating over the weekend is that Daddy's Little Meatball was accepted into the Tribeca Festival. We have 3 screenings in June, so we're like 6 weeks away. And there's a part of my brain that's like, I've never been in this situation before. I have to do something with it. Of course, I will be doing outreach to the casting directors that I know and that I've been meeting to make sure that they know about it. But I'm also thinking this is exactly the sort of data point that I tell my coaching clients is the perfect opportunity. This is a great calling card, a great way to introduce yourself to some new people, is by saying, hey, if you're interested in seeing my work, I am the one of the leads in a short film called Daddy's Little Meatball that's going to be coming up for some screenings at the Tribeca Festival. I'll let you know when and to let people know when that is, because what I am realizing is that this is the golden opportunity for me to stop thinking about branching out into other markets, but to actually do it. I could be local hire in Nashville and I could be local hire in Atlanta. That's where I have family or my dear friends that I can stay with. I know that's not the same as living there, but hi, friends. Welcome to the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Let me know where you are and what acting work you're hitting the ground with today. So yeah, I have to stop just thinking about what would it mean to be local in another market, and I actually have to do the work and get on with it. The schedule is light this week, y'all. I'm on the waiting list for a casting director class on Thursday with Jeffrey Dreisbach. I can't remember Jeffrey Dreisbach. Which office does he work? Pat McCorkle casting. So I'm on the waiting list for that meeting on Thursday. So I've got to get moving with it. Yeah, it's go time on meeting new casting directors. I feel like I've dropped the ball a little bit. And now it's just time to get back into it. It was the interesting thing. I went to a screening last week of Beef. The first 2 episodes of Beef were screened. This is the new 8-episode series on Netflix, starring Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan, Yoon Yun Jun, the Korean actor who won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for Minari in 2020 or 2021. What year was that? Really interesting dark comedy, and I got to go to a screening of the first 2 episodes last week, and then there was a Q&A with Carey Mulligan, Oscar Isaac, Yoon Yun Jun, Charles Melton, Josh Schreier, and the showrunner, Sunny Lee. And I sort of had that moment. I was a bit starstruck, and because you're listening to Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan and Oscar winners and Emmy winners and Golden Globe winners, and I had this little moment of like, yeah, I am starstruck, but I'm in the room. I'm in the room with these people, and at the same time, I got the message that Daddy's Little Meatball made it into the Tribeca Festival, and there was a part of me that's like, these actors have felt this. What I'm feeling right now about Daddy's Little Meatball getting into a major film festival, they have felt this. These actors have felt this. This is part of the journey. This is part of the momentum that carries actors along. And it just made me feel like, yes, there is an opportunity to celebrate that Daddy's Little Meatball made it into a major film festival, and now's the time to put the foot on the gas, right? Celebrating something as an achievement isn't the stopping point; it's the starting point. For the film itself, this is a huge step in for the producers to get marketing the film for wider distribution. I don't know where short films go. Where do short films go? Someone tell me, where do short films go after the festival circuit? But I would say that that's not going to be my focus, even though that will benefit me as one of the lead actors in it. I hope you all get a chance to come and see it. Thank you. You're on the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. I see you, Facebook. I see you, Instagram. There you are. Yep, Instagram's still there. Leonora Herbst. I'm at home, just came home from school. Welcome. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Um, so yeah, I just sort of feel like, and then of course, as I finish up projects here around the home, I was away for almost all of last year, which I'm very grateful for. And it just means that the list of things to get done here at home has been long. I am getting through it. The basement is still a disaster. The spring cleaning has not happened in the basement, and I will get there. I promise I'll get there. I see you, basement. But as I'm getting through the projects that I had earmarked to get done here at home, I have got to make sure that I'm not letting up on this opportunity that I have to really, as I say, put my foot on the gas with all of the opportunities that I have here in New York City. I'm talking with my agent about it, so I'm getting some direction there as well. And I'm just excited. But it's this period between jobs when this is coaching that I give my clients and it's coaching that I'm giving myself. It is this period between jobs that has to feel like an opportunity. It's got to feel like training camp. It's got to feel like, great, now I can get to work on class. As I tell my clients, this is exactly what I work on with my coaching clients. 4 things that you got to be working on: craft, visibility, relationships, and infrastructure. If you're hitting each of those 4 areas of your career, if you want more direction about that, let me know. Reach out and we can, and I'll give you some outlines. But this is what we do in coaching. This is exactly what we do. And so I'm given myself this opportunity to stay in New York City is the perfect opportunity to get coaching on my own career. I'm excited because I'm doing it. I just have to double down and recommit to it. And yes, I signed up for HBO. I signed up for HBO last night so that I could watch The Last of Us and get up to speed on The Last of Us and Hacks and all of the HBO shows so that I can see what the market is doing and see where I fit in the market. Interesting. I watched Thrash over the weekend. Sort of that sort of bizarrely, is it funny? Is it a horror movie? Not a horror movie, that is, yeah, about the uh, hurricane that hits a tiny coastal town, and all of a sudden there are sharks eating everybody. It's kind of funny. I had that laugh out loud moment in it, that I'm sort of watching it and also thinking, where would I fit into this? And the one character is the uncle marine biologist played by Jaimon Hunsu, but it's of course Jaimon Hunsu, who's A, incredible, but B, you know, the character is black and has a history of growing up in Mozambique. So it's like, no, Benjamin, you would never have been seen for that role. But it is that sort of thing of watching things and thinking, oh, what's my character in this? Like, where would I fit in this? So that's what I'm working on. Thank you for joining me. I will be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Whatever you're working on, remember, you got this. Keep going. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back here tomorrow.